Now I am recording.
Okay.
Okay, excellent. So these are drip campaigns. It means that these campaigns are sending automatically
I hate to
without.
ask you, can you expand it? It's back small, or is that my fault?
Can you repeat?
All I see is a small screen.
Small screen.
Yeah, all I see is a small box. It was full screen, but now it's only a small box.
Try to double click on this screen.
Okay, it's probably me then.
It shows full screen now.
Let's see here. Okay, I think, okay, I got it. Sorry about that.
Excellent. So
yeah.
as I mentioned, this is a drip campaign. A drip campaign means that we can create some automation sequence that send emails to people. So I will show you step by step how we can build that. But before that, I will show you how it works. So let's say, for example, we click on this campaign. Okay. So here it tells you how many total recipients that I find. Here, how many people I contacted. Some people unsubscribe and some people not received because the email are bounced or anything like that. The bonus rates, it must be always be low. If the higher bonus rate means that your email might go to the spam. So here are the sequence that are using. This is the first email, second email, and so on. We will just take a view on this campaign like this. I will just zoom it a bit. So this is the campaign. This is the first email. And then here, if someone read this email, he will receive this follow-up. If he doesn't read it, he will receive another email with a different subject line. See, the title here is the subject line. If you didn't find the subject line, it means that it will send it as a reply. And again here, if this one doesn't read the email, if he read the email, he will receive the follow-up that this person will receive. And if he doesn't read the email, he will receive another email with a different subject line. So at any time, we need that person to read our email. So we try three times. If you see that this person doesn't read this email, it means that this person don't open his email. So no need to add another subject line with a different subject line, another email with different subject line. And again, if this person read, he will receive this. So how we can do that? So the first thing that we will need to do is always to add an email. So just go here and then accounts. Then go here to email account. And then here you might add an account. Let's say, for example, I will add an account that I own. Okay, let's add this one. So this one will use the Google API. It will not use the SMTP of Google. If you want, you can add the SMTP, it will be better. So here, because this email is using G Suite, it gives me here 2000, but I will put just 200. And then here on the random delay between each email, I will choose from 35 second to 135 second. Even if you can put 200, it means that Google will not send emails on a specific timing. Let's say, for example, Google will not send it after 13 seconds, 13 seconds, 30 seconds. If you do that, sometimes Google might think that we are using some automation tools. This is why I put random delay, so Google will not detect that I am using some automation tool. Here you can put a signature that you want. For example, for me, I use this. I find it, I just check on YouTube how we can create a signature. There is a lot of websites that give you a signature just like this. You can do it. You take the HTML and then you put it in. Then you click Save Settings. So this is the first step. We add an email. Okay. The second step, we need to add our prospects. So here there is keywords, Canada, USA, and Canada. I sold a lot of names on Canada also. So you just go here and click here on add the list. Let's say, for example, you put any name that you want. Let's say, for example, for me, I always put the name of the domain of the keyword that exist on the domain. And then I add a list. Let's say, for example, it creates or imports, then import from file, select, and then choose any file that you put the emails on it. You can use CSV or TXT. Then click on skip duplicate, so it will not add the duplicated. Then it will add the emails here. For example, this file doesn't contain a lot of just for testing. There is just one email here. If you want, after you add these emails, you might find here something like this. See, this one is not verified. If you have purchase a credits or purchase a plan, they will give you 1,000 credit, so you can verify this emails. For me, I finished the credits. If you want, just click here and then click on verify list. Then it will show you the email that are working and email that are not working. So now we added the list that we will contact. Now let's go to create a campaign. So for me, because I already used many campaigns before, I just click here on copy campaign and then change the domain name. But for you, because you didn't do that before, we will create a new campaign. So we just click on create drip campaign step by step. Okay, now we have this board, so we can create our campaign. So the first thing that you will need to do is to put an email. So this is the first email that we will use. We click on it, and then here we will put the subject line. Let me just take the emails that I already use. Okay.
So while it's doing that, you say you use G Suite?
Yeah, G Suite. Yeah, Google Workspace, something like that. You will add it with a domain name. It will give you, for example, for me, I use Ayub. No, just like this. Here it is. Oops. Yes, this is the G Suite. This is my first name and last name, and this is this one. But most of the time I send with the Gmail account. But G Suite, I warm it more time, and then add some extra things like DKM, like SPF, like DMark, like MX record, and then warm up this email. So because this one has not using Gmail, this is why we need to warm up this email more and more than Gmail, because Gmail, they're using the website of Gmail. This is why we need to be careful when we are using G Suite. Okay. So here on the subject line, we will put the title. The title is the domain name itself. Then you can use anything that you want. You can use something like Torrens Handyman for sale, Torrens Handyman, this is for you. You may change if you want, because a lot of people are using domain name as a subject line. So people are familiar to receive email just like this. Okay. So the first email that we are using is the email that I already shared with you, is this one. So you just remove the spaces between each line. This is the email. You can even change at any time. You can change it because Google will also see that you are using the same email, the same template, and so on. You change it. Sometimes you put I own the premium list, the premium domain. Sometimes you put I own the premium asset. Sometimes you change, please bear with me if you are interested. You just change a bit on the email, so Google will not detect that you are a robot. Okay.
You got a second? I'll share my screen. I'll show you what I do, and you can tell me what.
Okay.
What if that's okay?
Okay, go ahead.
What I do is I mail merge all my emails that I send out. Well, you may not be able to do it on automatic, but on the manual, what I do is put that, and some of them I put their addresses and stuff like that, but I put their business name and their email address because it makes it easier to copy, but it's a little bit different. It's not much different, but it's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
So I would cut and paste into my email when I'm doing it manually.
Well, it can be working, no problem. This is the most important thing is just to do follow up with the person and then say to him that you still own the domain and you want to sell it.
And now getting back to your the other thing there, what happens if they answer an email? Does it take it out of the system? Their email out of the system?
Well, you mean that the system send an email and someone replies? This is what you want.
Say somebody replies to this one here, where you don't want to keep sending more emails.
Yes, in this setting, we will check that if someone reply, we stop sending him emails.
Gotcha.
Okay, so this is the first email. We just click on save. Now the first email is ready. After that, we need to put a trigger that tells to the tool if someone if someone read our email, we will send him another follow-up. And if he doesn't, we will send him another email with different subject line. We check this and put it here and then click on it and choose. For me, I always choose 3 days. But if you want, you can choose 2 days, no problem. Okay, so we put the email here. Just click and drop it here, and then like this. Click on it. Because we already have a subject line here, we will not put a subject line, so the email will be sent as a reply. Then we put the second email. For me, I use this second email. If you want, you can use your second email and your follow-up email. If you can, also you can change it at any time, no problem, because we always test and see if it will work or not, because this is not like something very specific. We are talking to humans, so a human need at any time to change things for them. So this is the second email. This domain was not sold, unfortunately. I fixed a deal with the Chinese guy, but he didn't sell, he didn't buy. So I dropped this name. So we click on save. And then again, we put a trigger and then link it with the second email. Choose again 3 days. And then puts an email. And puts yes. If no, no problem. We will not send him a follow-up. We click here. And then we add the third email. Okay. This is the third email. You just remove space between each line and then click on save. And again, if you want to add more follow-ups, You click here, choose a trigger, 3 days, put an email, and like this until you finish the follow-up number that you want. For me, I send 3 follow-ups, and if he doesn't reply, I keep his contact and contact him after 3 to 4 months to see if he want to buy or not. And I made a lot of sales like this. People are not interested now, but after 3 to 4 months, they will be interested. So now let's go to people that it doesn't read our email. So we click here and then link it with no and put another subject line. Because here we have Torrens Handyman, we can put Torrens Handyman without putting the .com. Okay. Then we just change a bit on this email. Then we just take this one. Oops. We just change a bit on this domain. Let's say I own this premium assets. Let's say premium asset. The premium assets. And then you change a bit on this email and hit save. Then put a trigger here and then link it with this one. If this one read our email, we put it here. Again, we choose 3 days. If he read the email, he will receive the follow-up, the first follow-up that we put here. And if he doesn't read the email, again, we put a trigger. We choose 3 days. And then we put another email here. Yes. Oops. We'll just remove this. Okay, we put here, sorry. Here on the trigger, if he doesn't read, we put an email. Then again, we put another subject line. Let's say handyman like this. We put a question because people interact a lot with questions. And then we change a bit on this subject line, on this email body, and put a trigger like this. If this person read, he will receive the first follow-up. And we put here 3 days. Now the campaign is ready. We just finish building our campaign. After that, we click on next. Oops, I forget something. Yes, this one, we didn't put anything. We just put the emails that I already show it to you. Then we click on next. Here we choose the list that we add. For example, the list one that we just add a few minutes ago, we click on it. So this campaign will be sent to this list. And then here we choose all emails. If sometimes a person, let's say, for example, you have 2 emails and I find your 2 emails, I add them both and send emails to your 2 emails. So I choose all emails. Here, they say to you that if email is not verified, do you want us to send it to send email? For me, I send to both of them because sometimes even email are not unverified. They are working and I made a lot of sales. Okay, so here, can you repeat?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so here, did you see something?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, here, if we add a list of a person, but we didn't put their names, It means that a variable is missing or anything like this. So here we put send anyway, even if a variable has missing, because we can put variables on snap.io. We can put a variable for names, for questions, for anything like this. Okay, then you choose send anyway, and then hit next. After that, we choose the email that we will use. Let's say, for example, I will choose this email that I just add a few minutes, this one. Okay, and here the tracking setting. Here we will enable open tracking, and here stop for those who reply. This is the thing that you asked me. If someone reply, then we just stop sending emails. Even we can put a tracking. But I hear yesterday, I'm not sure about this. Yesterday, I hear about that when we are sending drip campaigns, and we put a tracking things, the HTML things puts and amplify some codes, and Google detect these codes and may think that they are spamming. This is why I'm not sure about this. I just heard about this yesterday. I need to test it to see. But for me, at the moment, I will choose the tracking. And here, the schedule. The schedule, it is very important, because sometimes for you Americans, you don't have a problem because you live in America. Because for me, I need to send emails in America time. Okay, let's say, for example, in Calgary, in Houston, I need to choose the Houston time. Okay, so you can also do the same. If you are targeting, let's say, Yonkers or Miami or Houston, or even if you target an Australian city, you can choose the time on Australia or the time of the recipient place. Let's say, for example, I will target Houston. Will click here, and then I send emails Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't send emails Sunday and Monday. And the best delivery time, the best days to send emails are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Especially Thursday, I made a lot of sales on Thursday. And always send emails when people are working. It means from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And sometimes I exceed to send emails in 8 p.m. because people are going home, and then they are waiting for dinner and checking their emails. Okay, always check this. Then you can click here, for example, if you want to create a schedule. Okay, and then you choose it, click on it like this, and then apply. Now everything is ready. Just click next, put a name for your campaign like this, and then click on start. Once you click on start, the campaign is now active. It will send emails automatically without you can go and send it manually. It will go and send follow-up automatically without you can do it manually. And once someone reply to you, you just know, you just go here and reply to your, you just go to your email and reply to your email, and then start negotiation with the buyer, and then close the deal. Where to close the deal? Please close it on done.com. This is the website that I use to close deals. Okay.
How many domains do you sell in a month on average?
Well, it's depend. For example, this month I sold the 3 names until now. Sometimes I sell more, sometimes I sell less.
Right.
For example, here is some of my sales.
What's your most expensive domain that you sold?
Doing outbound or inbound?
That doesn't matter.
Okay, in outbound, most of domain I sold it was $600 outbound, but
Okay.
for inbound it was $5,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and one other domain it was on a payment plan. It means
Okay.
that the person will pay it on 12 months, and the person still pay until now. Didn't finish the payment plan yet. I know a guy with an Indian guy. He sold a name for $15. Okay, $15, and then sold it for 15K in just one year.
Wow.
Yeah, it was first name, last name. This is another trick that people are working on it on outbound marketing. People are going and buying first name and last name of people. Like, let's say, for example, they are buying ElonMusk.com, MichaelJackson.com, and so on. So
Now,
this
is
person,
that legal? I guess if there's a bunch of Michael Jacksons out there, which there
yeah,
are.
yeah. So it's legal and not illegal. The both things, because some people think that they are some kind of cyber squatting, but some other people are okay with that, no problem, because they say, I didn't buy it, so someone buy it, so I will buy it from him.
I wouldn't call it. I would call it cyber squatting if there is only one Michael Jackson. But Jackson is a very common. Michael and Jackson are very common names in the United States. There's
Yeah,
probably 10,000 Michael Jacksons.
exactly. And even this person always say to me, don't buy names that people are just few. Just always buy a name that's at least 10% or 12% have the same name.
Yeah.
But we will not buy any name. We need to buy some names that people have the ability, and it is important for them to buy first name, last name. Like for example, artists, like piano people, like SEOs of company, like businessmen, like people that are it is important for them to get their first name as last name so they can went to the public. So this person buy a name of a billionaire, not even a millionaire, a billionaire. He buy his name for $15 and then sell it to him in 115K. Even recently, I sold the name. I don't work on this method, but recently I sold the name. I think it was Tisha. It was, I think, let me just to check. This person, I think it was a CEO of a company. I don't work a lot on this method.
Dude, you have 399 domains.
I have 500 domain, not only 99.
Wow.
I know some people that have 10,000 domain.
That's amazing. I mean, how do you pay for all them domains? Oh,
Yeah.
mercy.
Yeah, because this is the yes, this is the Tisha Thompson. This is the person who also I saw the name. Why we do outbound? Simply because people we will pay the renewal of these domains using using the earning that we made. We will not go to our bank account and renew all the names. Okay, so this is the person who buy the name, Tisha Thompson. She's a beauty thing, and so.
And she, you reached out to her on Instagram or?
No, I didn't contact this one. I contacted other people. I think
Okay, that was one of your inbound sales.
Yeah, it was an inbound. I think I contacted this woman. Wait, just a bit. Okay, I think I contacted this one. She saw my email, but she didn't reply. So after, I think, 6 months, yeah, this one, 6 months, she comes and buy the domain without I contact her. And even the guy who sold the name for 115K, also the same thing. this person come and buy the domain from him. Okay, so do you have any questions related to automation?
No, got a lot to think about for sure. Whew, man, that's a lot of information. How long you been doing this?
Domain name.
Yeah.
Domain name, I do it since 2015. But
Wow.
I was not very good. I was just learning and practicing and doing lots of mistakes and doing outbound the wrong way and buying some trademark domains and so on. But after 2 years before, in 2020, I started to be a full-time domainer. I just work on domains only.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is
Yes.
awesome.
So
Now, I'm looking at this flooringcolumbus.com. It says sent 1,084. You set that up to send that, and it sent them out at 200 a day or 2,000 a day.
it's sent only to just this number. I didn't send to everyone. So see the recipient, just 20%.
Is there a reason why they haven't? It just hadn't done it yet.
Yeah, because this one I sold this name. This is why I stopped.
Oh, okay, you sold it. Okay, I got you. I
sold this name, but this one
Well, that was pretty quick.
Yeah, it was on the challenge that I made.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
man, you're an awesome guy. I'm glad I met you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And if you need anything, just let me know.
I sure will. And you're gonna make these available, these videos, because I'm gonna have to pour through them again.
Yeah, I think there is another tutorial that I made. I explain also these things of GeoName for my Indian friends. I have an Arabic YouTube channel, but it's explained in Arabic. So I think you need this English one. And as I mentioned, in the next October, I will start teaching in English on YouTube for my Indian friends and some guys on Twitter. So this one I explain in English. So you can watch it again if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one you sent me, I listened to it. I had to listen to it over and over. So.
Thank you. One more thing, you need to always check this website, because here you can find the best domainers ever. This is the place where I learn. This is a forum, NamePros. This is the best place to learn domaining. I learned a lot here. NamePros.com.
Did you ask questions and stuff like that?
Yeah, you can ask questions, ask appraisal, ask anything that you want. Even you can buy great domains and sell domains on liquidation here.
This is a lot of information out there, that's for sure.
This is a very old place to learn domain. This is the best place for me to learn about domain name investing. Also for outbound, I send you this website. This guy is new on the domain name industry, but he made a lot of results. I think I give you too much information, but anyway.
No, that's good. I'm in recording, so I'll be able to go through it again.
Okay.
I got like a 5-day stretch where where I can learn a lot. I'll be at work, and I don't really do anything at work but domaining.
Yeah, excellent. So also this YouTube channel, a lot of podcasts here related to domains. You will learn a lot here.
Kickstart Commerce.
Yes. You will, for example, this guy is talking about outbound. Another guy. Also go to Twitter. Twitter, you will find some fresh information, just newly information shared. You will find it on Twitter, because the domainers are sharing a lot of knowledge on Twitter. Twitter is the best place also to get some good knowledge. One last place is this place, domainsherpa.com. Oops. Oh, yes. This place also, there's a lot of podcasts here. People are sharing a lot of knowledge. So you just take time to learn and learn and learn, but practice and learn more.
I'm trying to learn. I'll tell you what, I have, like I said, I've attempted to, I've
It will
attempted to do domain.
it will be stopped. I will send you another link.
Okay,